Your calling, your authority has nothing to do with your age. Your calling, your authority has everything to do with God's Spirit and little to do with your age. Stop, literally, the original language is stop letting people look down on you because you are young. Yes, you've never done your job before, Timothy. Yes, you don't have a ton of work experiences. Yes, you don't have a ton of life experiences. Yes, Timothy, you're single, but you're God's man. As I've gotten older, I have sympathy, much more sympathy for people who come into a new church that are older. What happens when you get older physiologically, and I'm experiencing this now, is you lose flexibility. With our lead pastors this week, doing a retreat, and we're playing all these crazy games, and I'm realizing more and more and more that I just can't do physically what I used to do, right? Why? Because I'm inflexible. So what happens physically, guess what, also happens spiritually. We lose flexibility. We lose the ability to bend, right, to adjust. And so as churches get older, the temptation is to despise youth. The temptation is to say, you know what, we've kind of got this deal figured out. We feel very comfortable in our way. We like our music. We appreciate the sacrifice and the service of the past. We've kind of done that, so we're not going to do a lot of risk. We're not going to take a lot of chances. We've got this deal kind of in cruise control. Our life is kind of on the downward slide, and we're kind of coasting. And so we want our church to look like our life, and so that's what we're going to do. So churches all the time despise the young leaders in the church. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've left churches like that because you were one of those young leaders who had passion, who had calling, who had vision. And some of the older saints, instead of trying to serve they controlled you. This is what was going on in the church at Ephesus with Timothy. And Paul's saying, don't let that happen. Don't let people control you. And oh, by the way, guess what? Let me just speak, if I can be so bold, to speak to the church at large. Church at large, you are going to lose something. Okay? You're either going to lose your traditions, your man-made traditions, your preferences on worship and how church is, done, some of the methods that are done that are not prescribed in the Bible, that are can change over time, unlike biblical truth. You're either going to lose your traditions and some of your man-made methods, or you're going to lose your children. Because they're going to vote with their feet, and by the way, they already are. And they're going to either leave the church or they're going to go to a new church if you don't make some changes, if you don't stop despising those who are young.